Let's mic ourselves in. Is that better? Am I mic'd in? Are we in now? I think I can hear me. All right, welcome to the stream that you couldn't hear the first part of it. We're just here setting up a few things, getting ready to paint. My plan is to. I had a plan. I'm gonna go purple. I'm gonna go pink. I'm gonna go green. I need to take a photo so that I don't lose like facial features and stuff like that. But honestly, I really want to get that. I really want to get this done. There's always something to do. But I'm gonna paint it from this angle, so I can't film live and paint from this angle, because then you won't be able to see it. Right? We're just looking at the back of the, looking at a thing through a thing. Everyone wants that angle because that's where it's gonna be like. But the stream isn't gonna be where I'm gonna capture the best shot. The stream's just the extra shot. The stream is the discipline. Watch, it's gonna be super close now. Stream is the discipline. stream is the hardship. My tank. Yeah, the tank looks good. I think everything's coming together. We're just like slowly pushing through, just having fun with it, enjoying spending time with the painting. I want this shot. It's the best looking shot. You think I'm lying? Watch. There's always so much to do, and maybe this will be a better setup. My fear is I'm going to trip over all these wires because there actually are a lot of wires going on. Oh, dance party. Dance party ad. Put the water over here. Going to drop on my brush into the things. Okay, perfect. This might work way better than this. Because sorry guys, you're looking at a half demolished set right now, but you know, change is good. Change is good. Right? Stagnant water is never what we want. Change. Okay. Let's get back to it. And if I was running time lapse like it says I'm supposed to, put you in a different spot. This is as high as I can go, I think. Considering how high our camera is over there. We're gonna get the best shot. Try to shoot in between. Let's see. Right. This can go one higher. Then I come down with this shot. Perspective. Oh. This is we could get some real lighting situations done. Okay. Is that good? We good there? You guys got a new camera angle. I'll try to get a better one real quick. This is all supposed to be done pre. All right, looks good. This is not sustainable for actual life. I feel like sometimes just getting the camera set up make it tough, but like I honestly cannot be in the frame. It's hard to be in frame. Is it nicer having my equipment on this side? I don't know. Well, what I like about my workspace is I can always change it. And in all my workspaces, I've always been able to be very versatile in like how I use all the space. Whether I have a ton of space or I have very little space, I've always been able to like work it out so that it works for me. Which sounds super selfish. But it, life is kind of selfish. When it all comes down to it, it just is. It's hard to be selfless. There's always some sort of gain. And people are always looking out for that gain, right? The suspicion of helping someone with no gain is always like, why are you helping me? Oh, do I owe you something? Oh my goodness, right? It's like debt. Help is like debt. Isn't that a weird thought to think about? Like, help is like, oh, now I owe someone something else. Why is that? Why do we feel like that? Why is the system built like that? It's meant to make us feel bad. I'm sure it is. I'm sure like all of this money, it's all meant to make us feel bad. Because if we were feeling good, everyone would be thriving, right? Doing their best. It's like my philosophy with the students is like I strive to give them the best platform to jump off of, right? Because their success is my success. That's how it works. If they succeed, I succeed. If they win, I win. I mean, that's the goal, right? We have this like weird generation of people like need to win. Life isn't about winning. It's about surviving together. It's about enjoying the 80 birthdays you get to experience on this life, this planet. It's crazy that like I always think about things in like the weirdest format. But I was thinking about like days and life and years. But if you take years and you break them down into days, and you take those days and you separate them into just a April, what is it, April 3rd? Like April 3rd, what's the what's the math? If you do all the math, you get to celebrate 80 April 3rds in your life, right? That's your life existence. It's 80 April 3rds. On this April 3rd, I'll be painting live on stream with everybody. It'll be Friday. I'm going to work on the hand of my character. That's what happened on this April 3rd. Some April 3rds may have been different. I don't know because I can't remember them all, and even if I could track them, figure out what I was doing, it'd be a lot of work, right? But the point is, you get 80 April 3rds, At least one of those should be memorable, right? And you would create a calendar of 365 ultra memorable days. 1 year of just the best days. Because eventually all your days are going to be pretty rough. They're going to just be surviving. They're going to be just waiting for a phone call from a doctor. They're going to just be these really rough days. So you got to make the best of the ones that aren't rough. And most of them aren't rough. At least for me. But my lens is a lot different than everyone else's. Right? I'm fortunate enough to be able to walk, to speak, to have language, to somewhat read. I'm a little blind. But it could be a lot worse. I'm not saying that as like the cliche idea of it being a lot worse, but I just know because I work with people that struggle way more than I do every day. I always think like I can be tough for them. And if I can be tough for them, I can be tough for myself. That's the silly part about it all. I'm not even painting what you guys can see, am I? Oh, I'm not filming this part either. It's like one or the other. A million things to remember. This at some point is which, wish I had. Oh, this is not going to last. I got 9% battery. I can plug it in though. Oh. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Not trying to be gloomy. Just trying to be realistic. As we like watch the world or whatever we know as media, the world kind of fake its way through things. It's all a story. And there's just somebody trying to write that story constantly. Constantly trying to sell something better. Our president knows that. As much as everyone says he's an idiot or he's dumb or his policies are dumb, like, he's controlling everything right now. And yeah, people have voted for him. And like, I tell the students all the time, I said, sometimes your actions may be dumb, right? Like, we look at this Trump versus everybody and Trump voters. I hate people who talk about Trump, whatever. People make mistakes. That's okay. You vote for someone, it's okay. We don't really know what's happening. We're just kind of just guessing, anyways. The system is built to divide us. Oh my God. And this system is built to give us advertisements, but not really. This is a GoFundMe or something actually legitimate. Okay. Where did my palette go? Where did my paint go? Because I just moved a bunch of equipment. So we're just having fun, mixing some colors, getting some dark shades in here. I should have 3 different shades mixed to work on this project. But that's what I say every time, and it never happens. This is a side cardboard box. Yeah, this week was so busy. Parent teacher conference, kids soccer game, to opening day of that. Like, and I still feel like the week could have been more demanding. Like, I could have gotten more things done. I really should have. I should have gone down to the art gallery and signed all my paintings and sold the rest of everything. But I honestly have not been feeling that motivated to. I'm motivated to build the social network, but on the other side of that too is like I don't really want to build a social network. I got people sending me like flyers and stuff to be like, oh, paint this, do this, go to this event. Like, with what time am I gonna go to that event? I guess I could stop playing Call of Duty, but I have to figure out what my priorities in life are. I'm really okay with, going to do the soccer stuff. That's fine. It's not the issue. I went too low there. Went too low. Just playing with all these shades of gray, it's like kind of ridiculous. Might be too dark. For so many years, like I've been painting, and I'm really just waiting for that day that I'm like, this is really working. Because up to this point, me and paint, me, we'll get along as well as I want to. I wish my skills in painting were better. Like shading, what colors I need to bring in. There, guys. Sometimes it's always easier to stand up for someone else. It's always easier. That's why we have to have a reason to stand up for each other. That's why it's important to know each other. That's why it's important to communicate. Because I can stand up for everyone else way better than I can stand up for myself. I think that's the way the world's supposed to be. I think our reflection should be very unimportant. The importance should lay in other people. And when you live your life like that, it's fine. Because you're not worried about you. Not because you're not supposed to be worried about you. But, you know, when you spend your time taking care of a lot of people, it just works in weird ways where people will just help you out. The people that have extra energy and, a little bit more to give will help you because they know they can't help people in the capacity you can. But I don't know. The world's a weird place. It's so interesting the way it works, the people that are in it, people with mental disabilities, people with it's just so crazy. So crazy how the world works. Even if it's bright. I want to put like a drastic gray back there, but I know I really can't. I really spent some time on that leg, huh? The really messed up thing is like I wanted this leg to have fishnets on it. Yeah, I'm not too sure about all this here. I would really like a little bit of shadow here. The opacity of that thing hit too hard. Oops. It's not great. We probably should some dark. I need to like put the color of the rock in a little bit better. I'll fix the shoe. That means we need some like highlights of this color in the rock too. Because it's not going to be solidly one color, it's going to have multiple colors within that rock. I don't know how I feel about the rock. That's how I say it. That's what I really say about everything. But like we keep moving forward, so that's good. Because we shouldn't have a lot of. Should be pretty light up here. I'm hoping that rock takes form or shape at some point because it's really hasn't. Like waiting. Just don't like that texture. I gotta get over having like wanting everything to be flat texture as well though. does take effort to help others. I think that's the issue. Because it takes effort to help others. And my problem is that I constantly am helping everyone. And I really ask for nothing in return. At least the people that I know, students, or I'm always like picking up a little bit extra. Picking up a little bit of where they can't. Um, and so I always wonder, like, well, who replaces my energy? Or is that this just never ending, like, nuclear power that I've had since I was a kid that I'm just going to keep going and going and going and, you know, work my hardest, do my best? My mom says you can't be on all the time. She's told me that since I was little. It's like, it's impossible to be on all the time. But I'm on pretty close as much as I can be. I don't know if that's good. I expect a lot of from this life that I somewhat live, I guess. I don't know. Life is a lot of navigation. It's a lot of figuring things out, paying attention. That's really all life is paying attention. Pay attention. I feel like I say that like a broken record. Pay attention. Because I'm not paying attention. I need you to listen. That's what I always tell them. Like, you better be listening because I'm not. I'm writing an email. I have a million things to do. And they all have to do with you, but I need you to pay attention. I think he's got to be out, but I need to figure out where it needs to go. And I don't think I should be doing this darker color here, but you know, it don't matter. Happy Friday. That pinky needs to come out a lot more. Still haven't added anything new.
purchase any vehicle at any dealer and it'll cost the same. We know that, so we launched the Larson Difference, which includes a lifetime limited powertrain warranty, free car washes, free loaners, 5-day exchange policy, and it's available at all of our locations, including our luxury brands and imports. And you get our family. We live to give and make a difference. See us first or last, but see us.
I never wanted to do this like either. Fine. I went hot with it. There's just so much gray, right? Like everything is so gray. Maybe that's okay to bring a little bit of definition. Maybe this in theory is all gray, right? Oops, too dark. Too dark. Read some white love in there. I think on Monday we're definitely gonna paint the we're definitely going to. That needs more of a crisp line. It's all coming together. is a hardship you free to help someone? Don't do it. I just find that usually it's not a big deal for me, but the other person really needed the help and they think it's a big deal. Yeah. Well, it's honestly super hard to ask for help. Like, even when I ask for help, like I've noticed this recently, I don't ask for help very well. But I show disappointment very well. And that's kind of a bummer. Um, it's really hard for me to ask for help. I'm so used to having to do things on my own, and I don't want to always. So, like, me asking for help looks like, hey, will you go do something with me that I'll try to make as fun as possible? But it's not, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like I'm asking for help. So no one knows. And I can't expect anyone to know if I don't give them clear identification on what I am actually asking, right? It's like, here, I gave you guys this weird puzzle to solve because that's how I operate. And you didn't solve it correctly, so now I'm upset, but I can't be because the expectation is just not there. I mean, it's too high. And that's kind of my problem with everything. My expectations for everything are so high. What I want, what I expect from people. Do I expect everyone to be around me? Which is the craziest thing. Like, I had my student come up to me the other day and I go, hey, why do you do this for me and you don't do this for this person? Like, honestly, like between teachers and because they'll all do things for me, but they're teachers they just don't seem to do things for. Like, I have to tell them to do it and then they do it. But, um, so my student turned around and looked at me and she said, I just don't want to disappoint you. Which is kind of a weird statement of like, how harsh am I? Am I being really harsh? Is that a respect issue? Um, I hope it's respect. Like, I always tell them, I'm always really fair with them. I always tell them exactly what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, and what we're going to do. Um, I try to be very transparent and make sure that they are in the know because it's nice to be in the know. It's nice to know what's going on around you. It like makes you less anxious. It makes you less scared. People deal with all this stuff like anxiety and things, but in all honesty, they just need a little bit more knowledge and some comfort, safety, things like that. Anyways, guys, it's been quite a week. Um, yeah, I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I do what I say I'm gonna do, and they like that. They like consistency, and I'm very consistent. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If yeah, they like it. Even though sometimes that consistency is punishment, they still like enjoy that the rule is there. You know, they like that they are they can test boundaries and there are limits and we have to work together to teach all the little guys. Anyways, that's my rant on my soapbox of school, and I'm done with school for the week. So have a great weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday because Monday is the day when we do all the work. Hopefully everyone has plans for the weekend, and yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you back here.